aircraft brakes requiring a large volume of fluid to operate the brakes generally. Correct. Use power brake control valves is the right answer. The first successful powered aircraft, it was made primarily of wood and fabric. Solid response. The Wright Flyer is a valid choice. For internal cooling, reciprocating aircraft engines are especially dependent on. Good job. Your answer, the circulation of lubricating oil, works well here. Who is required to make maintenance manuals available for a particular aircraft? On track. The manufacturer is the correct answer. What happens to the stalling speed of an aircraft as the load factor increases? Sharp thinking. The stalling speed increases is the right choice. One purpose of the dual ignition system on an aircraft engine is to provide for smart pick. Improved engine performance is the correct choice. This allows reciprocating aircraft to produce maximum power at high altitudes. Exactly. Supercharger makes sense and it is right choice. The maximum mass to which an aircraft may be loaded prior to engine start is. Well done. Maximum certificated taxi mass is the right choice. Part on the leading edge of each wing. Moves to give the aircraft more lift. Perfect. Slats is the correct choice. Who is responsible for being certain an aircraft has proper inspections? Clear. Logic. Your choice, the owner-operator, is sound and 100% true. During jacking, when electric power is applied, the aircraft will be in dash. Great job. Flight mode is the accurate answer. For complete jacking of an aircraft, which one is used from the following? Excellent. Tripod is a brilliant choice. What is the name of the wing end that sticks to the Airbus A320 aircraft? You got it? Your choice, winglet, is right. What kind of problem will occur in case of overloading in the aircraft? Well reasoned. All answers are correct is the correct choice. When an aircraft's speed increases, drag on the aircraft generally dash. Smart move. Increases is an accurate answer. During this year, the use of metal in aircraft construction increased. Nice selection. 1990s is the correct and valid answer. For Boeing 737-300 aircraft, the maximum load for primary jack point A? You chose 135,000 and it is correct. Which of the following is not part of the aircraft electrical system? Good thinking. Vertical speed indicator is the right answer. What is the purpose of inspection intervals in aircraft maintenance? Nice work. You chose all of the above and it is correct. What effect does high density altitude have on aircraft performance? Well picked. It reduces climb performance is the correct answer. Why are fatigue management protocols important for operator safety? Valid point. To prevent accidents due to decreased alertness and performance is true. What is the device name that launches planes off aircraft carrier? Bravo. Catapult is the answer. How often should special inspections be conducted on an aircraft? Right choice. As specified by the manufacturer or regulatory authority is the best answer. The limit of the aircraft capability part of the load is called. Right again. Bending moment is a valid answer. What is the relationship between weight and lift in an aircraft? Correct response. Weight and lift are inversely proportional is the most accurate answer. In jacking, minimum how many points are provided in an aircraft? Great thinking. 3 is the right choice. What is the purpose of the remarks section in a METAR report? Strong choice. To provide additional weather-related information deemed necessary is the right answer. Which metal is widely used in the construction of the aircraft? Excellent choice. Aluminium is the right answer. When should a public inspection of an aircraft be conducted? You're right. Annually is the correct answer. The first aircraft with foam core honeycomb in the fuselage. Nicely done. De Havilland Mosquito is a solid answer. Which of the following is not AMP-specific aircraft rating? Strong choice. Cockpit is the right answer. Aircraft mass properties have a significant impact on dash. You got it. Your choice, all answers are correct, is right. The ICAO standards regarding airworthiness of aircraft is correct. Annex 8 is the right answer. How does Newton's third law of motion apply to aerodynamics? Great job. It explains the generation of lift on airplane wings is the accurate answer. How many cockpit and cabin crew on the aircraft B7379? Valid point. 2 cockpit and 5 cabin crew is true. What is the seat configuration of the aircraft Boeing 737? Smart pick. 12-seat 150Y is the correct choice. Device that allows the aircraft to roll down the runway. Well picked. Landing gear is the correct answer. Generally speaking, the use of carburetor heat tends to solid response. Decrease engine performance is a valid choice. Small aircraft primarily use what type of bake system? On track. Independent is the correct answer. What country was the first to have an aircraft carrier? Sharp thinking. Japan is the right choice. Certain law enforcement aircraft are regulated under. Great thinking. Public use is the right choice. Where is the red aircraft position light located at? Nice selection. Left wing tip is the correct and valid answer. The type of aircraft rotation in the lateral axis is. Nice work. You chose pitch and it is correct. How many forces say the aircraft can fly in the air? Good job. Your answer 4 works well here. Ground power unit will supply dash to the aircraft. Exactly. Electric makes sense and it is right choice. What is the first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier? Well reasoned. US Enterprise is the correct choice. The rules for aircraft inspections are dictated by. You're right. The type of operations is the correct answer. What is the overall goal of aircraft inspections? Clear logic. Your choice safety is sound and 100% true. What is the most commonly used aircraft material? Right choice. Aluminium alloy is the best answer. Dash is used to jack the one wheel of an aircraft. Well done. Bottle is the right choice. Aircraft rotation in the longitudinal axis is. You chose roll, and it is correct. What is longest aircraft carrier ever built? Nicely done. US Enterprise is a solid answer. Part that gives thrust to move the aircraft. Right again. Engine is a valid answer. What is the main function of the ailerons? Excellent. Rolling left and right is a brilliant choice. Part that changes the pitch of an aircraft. Smart move. Elevator is an accurate answer. Maximum lift coefficient depend upon dash. Good thinking. Airfoil is the right answer. What is the primary purpose of trim tabs? Bravo. Reduce control pressures is the answer. The dash is the main body of an aircraft. Excellent choice. Fuselage is the right answer. The yawing rotation of an aircraft is in. Perfect. Vertical normal axis is the correct choice. What is the shape of wings of aircraft? Correct response. Aerofoil is the most accurate answer. What is maneuverability in an aircraft? Correct response. The ability to withstand maneuvers is the most accurate answer. What do weather charts typically show? Well reasoned. The movement of major weather systems and fronts is the correct choice. Where is the aircraft controlled from? Right choice. Cockpit is the best answer. Which system provides aircraft thrust? Exactly. Power plant makes sense and it is right choice. Aircraft have three main constructions. Correct. Wing, fuselage, and empennage is the right answer. Most expensive aircraft right now? You chose B2, and it is correct. Which isn't an aircraft component? Well done. Trap is the right choice. Aircraft nicknamed the Warthog. On track. A10 is the correct answer. The aircraft manufacturer issues. Smart pick. SBs is the correct choice. Part of passenger in aircraft is. Solid response. Fuselage is a valid choice. Jacking is the process of dash. Good job. Your answer lifting the aircraft works well here. Main body tube of the aircraft. Good thinking. Fuselage is the right answer. Specification of aircraft is. Clear logic. Your choice light aircraft, narrow body, and wide body is sound and 100% true. Jack point is located in dash. You got it. Your choice outside wide body is right. Concorde aircraft uses dash. Smart move. Turbojet engine is an accurate answer. Which aircraft has VTOL? Perfect. Fantasy is the correct choice. Body of the aircraft. Sharp thinking. Fuselage is the right choice. What do wings not do? Great job. Power the aircraft is the accurate answer. Each aircraft has. Strong choice. Specific jacking procedure is the right answer. Weight of pack is. Well picked. The weight of adults is a baby is the correct answer.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Nice selection. Contact Narayan Changder is the correct and valid answer.